Greetings to attendees. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Vitali and I'm an application engineer in JeraSoft company. I will be a moderator and a speaker of our webinar today. This is our third webinar session and you will be able to watch our previous webinars on the official YouTube page that calls JeraSoft VCS. Before we start, I'd like to mention that this is a recording of the webinar and it will be published on YouTube page too. In fact, today we are going to make a brief review of all announced new settings for new major release 3.11, and we strongly recommend you to take a look at our revision list with all features described in details here. Well, so let's start from the most important enhancement in the new version 3.11. Our team has reward groups functionality and you are able to create and assign tags for making some groups of clients, terminators, rates, for making special routing, a-number billing, and many other options. Let's talk in details about new improvements. As you see, section groups from configuration panel was replaced by text. There you can find any information about text, including names and resellers who owns these tags. All special sheets from groups are removed. Now let's consider all improvements and enhancements according to text modification. Let's go to the management panel. Now, in the management panel, you can see a list of all tags that assigned to the customer and make search using by a special search criteria. So here you will be able to define correct tag. As you can see, the new option tag allows you to create any kind of text for different purposes. So let's go to the client's info panel window. So when you're going to create new customer or edit new one, you will be able to find the field tag. Basically, you don't need to create any tag under tag section as it was before for groups. So right now you just need to dynamically add the tag, define his name, and push the button enter. Also, I would like to mention that it's not allowed to use comma in the end or at the beginning or in the middle of text name. So when you're going to push the button or push the comma symbol, it's going to save tag automatically. Then if you would like to use this text in future, you just need to apply these changes and these tags will be automatically stored to text section, so you will be able to find it in a tags list. The next step is a new section tags under accounts that replaced origination groups and terminator groups for account section. I would like to mention that I don't recommend, and our team strongly do not strongly inform you to avoid flow where you are going to use the same tag for different targets for different reasons. So basically, if you would like to use tag for a-number billing, so assign it for originator settings, and if you would like to use a special tags for for special routing, we strongly recommend to divide these tags and create two separate tags. If you are going to use the same tag for originator settings, for terminator settings, assign the same tag under client, it can cause some unexpected behavior of tags usage. So please create the tag defining the name special comment that this tag is going to be used for a-number billing. This tag is going to be used for routing. This tag is going to be used for getting correct report, etc. Well, basically here you are going to define correct tag for originator settings, and it will be used for a-number billing. It will assign originator tags, and here you will be able to define terminator tags that will be used for special routing for this list of accounts that were assigned to that or to this or another tag. Well, let's go to the rate table where extra section has been changed. First of all, as you see, rate group field was replaced by tag option. And it's possible now to assign one tag for one rate, as it was before, one rate group for one rate. So basically here, as you see, there is the default tag. It's a symbol add. Basically we can delete it and you can create dynamically the new tag 234, something like that. And system is going automatically to save this information. Well, I would like to mention that this change gives manager a possibility much more easier to download rates and assign special tags for them to make a number billing. Default rates were tagged as add symbol automatically. Well, so if you don't want to use some extra tag and you would like to use basic rating without any extra options for a number billing, you don't need to create any special tags, just delete it and system is going to use the standard default tag and it will be add. As you see, there is no tag at all like this one. Okay, and let's consider an example of text usage for a number billing. I would like to mention that description in details how to set up and how to implement a number billing you will be able to find in the video major release 3.10.4 where we have prepared the first release of a number billing and basically the flow of rates based on the A number. It's not going to be changed. We just make it much more easier and we prepare much more easier management based on the tags functionality. So as usual, when you're going to start usage of a number billing, you should to create traffic processing rule under management panel. Let me show you where is the management panel. Okay, just give me a second. Here it is. So you are going to the traffic processing rule. You create a new rule. In here you will be able to define using regular expression correct list of A numbers that should be matched, and after this matching you should assign, create new one or add existing tag if there is in a field tags add. So you will mark that this list of A numbers will be used and will be marked by tag zone 3 A numbers and by tag 1. Also there is the new field tags match that allows you to add extra condition for rule usage. So manager should add special tags under client, account or gateway. For the gateway, this tag you are going to assign also under traffic processing rule, but for not for the client, for the gateway. So here you don't need to specify the customer. And when you define correct tags, then you will be able to apply one of the options from this drop-down list. You can define option any and specify here all needed tags. So it means that system will apply this traffic processing rule only if under customer account or the gateway there is at least one tag from this list. Or you can define the option all where you're going to define all list of tags that should be marked before before matching of this traffic processing rule. So under client or account or gateway, traffic processing gateway, for the gateway, you should assign these two tags, and if these two tags will be matched, system is going to process this rule and assign these tags for proper A number billing. When Well, when you have finished this rule, you just need to apply the settings. System automatically saves the new text to the text section, and then in the rate table you just need to create the new rates or import new rates and define correct tag. Let's say we are going to use tag for zone 3. So system, during authorization of the call, will define this traffic processing rule, assign this tag, and then during identification of the rate, system is going to choose only that rates for that destination that were marked using tag zone 3 as we did before. Well, and one more enhancement appeared in the routing section. I'm talking right now about tag usage. So your X origination and X terminator groups under parameters column here have changed, and now the name is originator text and terminator text. So basically here you will be able to define correct text for originator, for terminators, and there are also the same drop-down list where you will be able to specify extra conditions for matching this or another routing rule. So the main improvement is the drop-down list for the special matching rules, and scenario is the same. And the next one, for any, you will be able to specify a list of tags under originator or terminator tags, and system will match at least one tag from this list. Or you can define the option all. It means that system is going to detect all tags. If one tag from this list, no, I said that we need to use absolutely different tags. We need to divide them. So I'm going to create another one, and it means that system will match all these tags for processing this routing rule. If at least one tag will be kept, let's say tag number 5 was not defined under client or account, basically under account for this terminator, it means that these terminator tags won't be active for this routing rule, and as the result, this routing rule won't be processed during routing of the call. Well, I would like to mention one more point. So for originator tags, if field where you define the option any is empty, it means that system is going to match all tags. But for terminator tags, it's the same thing as it was for terminator groups. If this field is empty, it means that system is going to detect all accounts under terminators where field tag will be empty too. If you define here some tag, it's going to detect only that accounts where you define this tag. I believe it's pretty clear. So if you are going to implement this special routing for dynamic rules, and you would like to define some special list of accounts from different terminators, and you will create and apply new tags for these accounts, it means that in future, if you would like to apply absolutely all terminator accounts, you have to create the new terminator tag all and assign this tag to all accounts. I would like to mention to absolutely all accounts, terminator accounts in our system. And then if you would like to implement a routing for all accounts, you have to define here this group, this tag all. I believe is pretty clear. Well, and one more point that relates to the retail and routing model, you will find in the packages window, in the packages section, when you're going to create new one or edit existing package, there is the field tag. Well, this field tag means that you will be able to assign special routing rules for calls that will be billed by volume limits from the package. So if there are some free minutes, and based on this limit, volume limit that you define, that you assign for the customer, and when you are going to use correct tag, it will used as a special origination tag under routing rule, and you will be able to apply absolutely independent and unique routing description for volume limit usage. When this limit has expired, system is going to use standard routing rules that you have specified before. Well, I would like to mention one more time. This tag under package, it's originator tags in a routing rules. Please pay attention on it if you're going to implement this flow in future. Well, and also we have prepared for you special classification of tags that makes clear understanding of its usage. So basically, if you would like to get in touch with our support department and find out some details, we recommend to use name static tags for all tags that you have created and assigned to the client's accounts or client templates. And we recommend to use the name dynamic tags for all tags that were added during traffic processing. So you have created the traffic processing rule and assign special tag in a tags add field. So these tags will be called as a dynamic tags. Well, I would like to mention one more time that if you have any questions, you will be able to get assistance from our support department. They will help you to implement tax usage based on your needs, based on your business requirements, and be sure that this functionality allows you to manage a-number billing, routing, special routing for retail needs like you want. Well, tax we have passed, and the next point of our webinar flow will be enhancement in the rate table section. So let me show you the rate table, an example of rate table. Due to this modification, I would like to mention, and this modification you will find in a section extra. I believe you see there is a little bit different interface. So due to this modification, extra rates and extra tab were completely removed from rate settings. Alternatively, there is a new option policy and it allows selecting a rates type for a code, regular rate or an additive rate. So as you see right now, you don't need to define special originator groups and add some extra rates in a separate tab. Right now, all information will be assigned to correct destination. You will be able to make a search for correct destination. Let's take a look for all rates for this destination, and you will get details that this rate is additive one, this rate is not additive one. You would like to change some things, to add new rates, etc. It's not a problem at all. Well, also I would like to mention that this regular policy, regular rate, will be used as a usual rate definition for the event, and additive rate, this is the policy that signifies that this rate will be added to a regular rate for the event. During the billing, system will detect all rates, let's add this destination, that will be added to these all rates, all additive rates and one regular rate. So you can add few additive rates, define for them special tags, I don't know, tag 4, and it will be additive rate, and it means that you will be able to increase or decrease the standard price, the standard rate for this destination. This option was changed in order to provide new ability to set up absolutely different rates different extra rates for destinations all around the world, and this improvement makes easier management of extra rates, so you don't need to open the extra tab and find out and calculate what will be the final price, what will be the final rate. Right now you will be able to specify some search criteria and get information for specific destination and find out what is the difference. Well, let's go to the import panel, and I would like to mention you to show you our enhancement in the import section. So basically the import template, auto confirmation mode are pretty the same one, but we have added the new option for full AZ import. So new extended mode of full AZ import is going to close all active rates that are not present in this import file in the new rate sheet as usual, and also if there is some new some rates from previous, let's create, so from previous rate sheet, and right now it's going to be active, let's say from the 27th of October, system is going to move it to the state stashed. It won't be effective, and manager will be able manually or to apply this rate or to delete it. Before, as you know, system just close all previous rate that were effective on the date when we are going to import new rate sheet, and future rates will be effective in future. Right now system is going to make inactive this rate, and manager will be able to apply if this rate should be active in future, or they want to delete them at all, they won't be effective at all. Well, and for both modes I would like to mention, for the standard default simple full AZ import and for extended full AZ import, I would like to mention that the logic of closing rates during full AZ import was changed just a little bit. So how it looks like, when you are going to make full AZ import, system current effective day rate that are not presented in the new file is going to close. But how it's going to be closed? So as you see, I made an import today, full AZ import, and system automatically create the same rate for the same destination, and you see the same value from today, from the day when this import has been done, and automatically add the close date. So next time when you would like to cancel the full AZ import, it means that system will delete this rate new one, and the previous one will be effective again. So you don't need to worry about manual work, and you don't need to import previous rates again, because before it was automatically closed and you cannot delete close date. Right now it's much more easier. You just cancel the import and all previous settings will be restored again. I believe it's pretty clear. Well, all other options you will be able to find in advanced options section. Basically there is like roll-up module. Well, it's pretty the same one. You can define correct date format, update codec, define duplicates, actions, what system should do when duplicates will be found. The same thing, you will be able to prepare some actions when system will detect errors, optimization of codes, notification of the codec. All settings are the same one. Well, and I would like to show you an example of our old import section. So the oldest import section that you will be able to find in release up to 3.10.7, and the new one, as you see, pretty the same one. Maybe you will find just if you will take a look, pay attention on these fields, you find the difference. All the other things are pretty the same one. Well, and on the second step, when you're making the import, you will find the new fields such as tag and policy that we have described before. So during mass import, you will be able to define correct additive rates or regular rates, or define correct tag. So you will be able to few times to import rate sheets for different tags based on a number billing that you have prepared in your business. Well, rates improvements we have passed, and the next option we will find in the retail model. So we are going to the packages again. So the first improvement you will find in the general settings. Here is the option field, and the second improvement is the field pre-activation. So this pre-activation field is accessible in the package application subpanel, and you may use it in order to provide prepaid services for customers. For example, you may include a charge of the package in the invoice for a previous month. To activate it, you need to indicate the period in hours when the package will be reactivated and the pending charge will be created. So let's say 12 hours before actual usage of this package. So it means that when you're going to generate the new invoice, let's say for October, and you define this pre-activation option, its system is going to create this pending charge, add the value of this charge for the October, for the invoice for the October, to the invoice of the October, but this package is going to be used from November. So it's like prepaid mode of the package, and you will be able to set up this flow, this policy on your billing platform for sure too after upgrade of your system. Well, another improvement you will find in DAD management section, basically when you're going to create a new DAD or edit existing one. And let's take a look. What is it? There is the new field tag also. Basically this tag option removed has replaced DAD groups. And as you remembered, in DAD groups there was an option hold days. Right now this group has gone and this option has gone too. So right now you will be able much more flexible to assign, to define correct hold days period for separate DAD number or for bucket of DAD numbers that you have imported to our system. Basically it means that after usage of DAD number by some customer, and based on this hold days period, system is going to move this DAD number to hold state for 4 days, and after these 4 days is going to be in stock again, so you can resell this DAD number to another customers. Well, text functionality we have passed through, and right now we're going to the statistics module. Yes, it was the most important enhancements of our previous major release 3.10. And we continue to evaluate the design of our system interface. The view of the report query form was modified, and now the drop-down list with all accessible filters is available in the query form without additional clicks. Before there was the button plus and you need to click it. Right now there is the new query form. You can define all needed information, add calls total, filter, VoIP gateway filter, like you want. Well, also you can start a quick search by typing filters names in the bars at the top of the filters menu. It will display all filters that have specified letters. If you enter more letters, fewer filters will result. So let's find some details about clients. There is client time, client text, and just client. Okay, let's take a look on the client text too. That's what I'm looking for. And client, for example. So here you will be able to define any kinds of filters that you would like to add. This new updated form you will be able to find in summary report or rig term report, balance report here, in the profit report, LCR list, CDRs list, calls rating. Of course, you can set up it in and find in reports templates, active calls, rate analysis, and routing analysis for sure. Well, and you see that this button plus hasn't gone from our system. There is. And here you will find out the new mode of our report. We call them side-by-side reports. Well, so it's report comparison over different periods. So this feature is available via compare period option in the summary report, a rig term report, and profit report sections. Click the plus as I did it near the interval field to enable it. So you will be able to compare two periods. Moreover, when you select one time of parameters for group by, the end of the date of the period 2 will be set automatically to make equal intervals of period 1 and period 2. So I have prepared the example of the report where we are going to compare the statistics for the 18th of April and for the 19th of April. And when I'm going to define group by period, let's say day, because I'm going to compare statistics for one day, you see, for the second period, system automatically will define the end of the period to make this comparison equal between two periods, to make this comparison usage equal between two periods. Well, also it's possible to prepare special templates for future usage of comparison reports. And one more thing, that when you are going to use compare period option in a summary report or rig term report sections, default charts won't be accessible. So you will be able to create your own new charts and use it for your needs. As you see, this comparison period shows you in details information about cost total for period 1, for period 2, average rate, time total. So all this information you will be able to compare and find some difference that you are looking for. Well, I would like to pay attention that on our releases note, you will be able to find information about side-by-side report, some extra details about new query form, about quick search filter. Well, all these details for sure you can get like you want. You can get all needed information to be sure that you will be able to use it without any assistance from our support department or from me if you want. Well, side-by-side report, new query form, maybe that's it, but not. We have added few important improvements to our report templates. First of all, from now on, report templates save the order of selected columns is active, and right now you will be able to define correct order of all needed columns in output section. Whether you want to keep templates and another panel, yes. So when you define correct order of columns, there is the new option visibility that allows controlling visibility of respective report templates, whether you want to keep templates private or leave them visible for users under specified reseller. So to enable this option, select one parameter from the drop-down list. You will be able to set up visibility as the public one, so this report template will be available for users according to the settings of the reseller field, or it can be private. So it means that this report template will be accessible strictly for the creator. And that's it. Well, and one more tiny improvement that maybe makes your life much more easier. I'm going to the configuration panel and open settings. general settings, where you will be able to find the new option round monetary value. So as you know, when you are going to generate some CDRs reports, you will get just a little bit long value of the cost total, of rates, etc. Right now, when you activate this section, maybe or this option, like you want to say, system is going to detect special settings for currencies. So when you're going to edit the currency, you will be able to find few options, and this you will here you can set up special rates precision, details precision, and totals precision. So when I'm going to apply this setting, it means that system is going to detect details precision, 4 digits, 4 decimals, and it means that system just show you 4 digits after the dot. Maybe it allows you and it gives you much more flexible to find out some results, and you don't need to analyze dozens of digits in a cost total field. Basically, just one more time to compare two different types of reports. As you see, there is the cost total like that, and then this one. You see how it's going to change. Also, these details will be used for the package credit, but basically I believe first of all you will get a good good view, good report, first of all for the cost total and for the rates. Well, statistics, yes, it was the last option of our statistics improvement. And right now we are going to the configuration panel. Let's close CDR report and let's go to the payment terms. When you are going to edit payment term, you will be able to find the new option notify days after. So here you need to specify how many days after the payment date reminders will be sent to the client, and then apply these payment terms to this client. So as a result, the system will send reminder notification via email on the respective date. So let's say 2 days after sending off invoice and 7 days after sending off invoice. Oh, we need to use comma, and let's do like that. So it helps to take the stress out of chasing late payment. Also, due to payment terms improvements in reseller edit window, you will be able to find the new option overdue payment. Overdue reminder. So this template is used when the system sends a payment notification to the client according to the settings of the notified days from the payment term. So when you set up payment notification related to the invoicing, it can be invoice or invoice unpaid reminder or overdue reminder. The invoice that you are reminding the customer about will be sent attached to this email notification. So let's say you're going to use overdue reminder, invoice unpaid reminder. System automatically add the new that invoice. And well, it's useful in case the client lost or deleted the original invoice. So be sure he will get information about totals, and I believe he will pay it as soon as possible. Well, payment terms, goodbye, and let's go to the latest improvement in our system, to the latest and maybe to the last improvement that we're going to discuss during this webinar session. So due to modifications of our LNP and LNP local number portability or mobile number portability module, in web gateway settings here is a new field, gateway type. So as usual, for standard integration over SIP radio or CDR files, you need to use gateway type VoIP. But for the LNP MNP integration, you need to choose this format of the gateway, of the VoIP gateway, and the number of built-in types of files downloader is increased to So as usual, you will be able to receive CDR files using SSH or FTP. But right now there is the new mail mode to download files, IMAP, and web mode to download files for Numuri. Basically, these two new modes were added for integration with LNP, MNP databases, and also there is the new LNP files collector checkbox that allows you to enable special files collector that processes downloaded LNP MNP files. Let's say for the more you are going to define the web mode, and stores them in our database. So basically, as you see here, we have prepared the public integration. We have prepared files collector with Numuri mobile number portability database and TGI.EE. So these two LNP databases for Baltic countries, and basically we will be able to consider new improvements, new integrations with another local number portability databases to download these new files to our system. Well, and according to this improvement, in a configuration section under settings, there is the new panel LNP MNP databases. So this information shows you details about changes of the owner for this or another range of the B numbers, or just shows you information about one B number that has changed the owner. So here you can get details about range and find out details who is the owner and when this modification has been done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience and of course for your attention. I hope you found this session useful and informative for you. And as usual, I'm ready for your questions. Maybe if you have some new questions, you will be able to send to our support department. Me and my colleagues will answer you. Basically, I would like to remind that this webinar will be published on our official YouTube page. So please go to YouTube, find our channel, subscribe to our channel. We will be glad. And of course, if you would like to find out some details, you will be able to get it in our docs portal, where you can get information about new revision list. Basically, I have mentioned all needed important details in this webinar. So thank you so much for your attention one more time. It was a pleasure for me to prepare and make this webinar session for attendees. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. We are happy that you are using our JeraSoft billing software. Bye.